What's up, guys? JT, you loser, hanging out with different nerds. I feel like you're cheating on us, JT. I do. I feel like you're cheating on us. What the hell, man? You're at a nerd con? Damn. You better take some pictures and post them up in Discord, bitch. Jim, how you doing? Pagan. Of course, we got Cosmic in the house. Diz, how's everybody doing? I'm sure we'll get more coming on in here soon, shortly. It's not really Hot Take Tuna Tuesday. I don't usually do these on Thursday, so I didn't make a new background for Thursdays. Maybe I should make one for every day of the week, just in case, you know. Maybe, I don't know. So how's everybody doing? I hope things are going fantastic for you all. This is not going to be a particularly long stream. It's going to be kind of shorter than others. Just got some stuff to do. Got to go over some kids' homework type stuff after this. That's all. But I hope you guys are all doing well. First, we're not going to jump straight into the how do I put it? We're not going to jump straight into the bonfire that CIG created the other day. We'll kind of ease our way into it. And I was thinking maybe if any of you guys want to weigh in with your opinions when I get to that point, I can, if you guys want to join the Discord and give me your opinions, we'll kind of make this like a impromptu, like, you know, speak your piece kind of deal. Maybe next week I can set something up where we can do an actual round table and kind of discuss this at a greater length and more in detail between multiple people, and you know, other people can give their opinions and their ideas, and we can kind of just bounce them off of each other. I don't know, it's something Pagan kind of brought up. I would like to do something like that. I'm just not sure when everybody would be free, but I think it's important. I think it's important. That's never going to not crack me up. I think it's something important to discuss. So we're probably only going to go over 3, maybe 4 videos and then the post. So, yeah. So we might only make it to 2, but we're going to talk a little Star Citizen, a little we're going to jump also into another fire. It's a hardware fire. We're going to jump into that as well. So yeah, let's I guess let's get into it, right? We can do that, right? We'll jump right into it here, huh? You can't hear the streamer, bro? Oh man. You can't hear it? I hear it. Let me know if you heard this. Let me know if you hear that.
You're fired!
Yeah, kinda, Jim. Yeah. Let me know if you heard that, Diz. Or,
What are you doing, step bro?
So I'm seeing audio supposedly pumping through. So I hope it's working. It should be working. Okay, you heard it. All right. So let's get into it. First, we're gonna do a Star Citizen video, and then we'll do a non-Star Citizen video, and then we're gonna jump into the giant fireball that Star Citizen / CIG has created. You know, I got one for you. Is it gonna work? Is that the wrong command? That's got to be the right command. Hold on a second. Me forgetting my own command. Oh, that's right. I had to put the stars in there because they were getting angry at me.
Shame. Shame.
Stop being such a pussy.
All right. I guess we'll stop screwing around with the soundboard and we'll actually get into it. Right.
Phenomenal wonderful power.
Oh my God, there's so much going on. All right, this first one is going to be by Kamerl. Since Grumpy doesn't do what he used to do, and I miss him, and but I understand why he stopped. I totally understand it. I get it. So Kamerl has kind of become my new grumpy eye, so to speak. Yes, Grumpy, I'm kind of cheating on you, but Kamerl kind of fills that gap in a little bit for me. Here's the thing: Kamerl has really good research, but the video quality, so to speak, like his videos are fine, the audio's fine, the video's fine, everything's fine, but it's not like how Grumpy did it, and that's fine. That they're two totally different people. They have two totally different ways of making videos, but I enjoy them and I miss Grumpy. So yeah, that's my spiel. All right, Kamerl 4.02 Chris 2015 Polygon interview 10 years later.
Hello everyone. Polygon article,
Okay.
March 2nd, 2015, 10 years ago. Link to this is my first pinned comment below.
March
This
2nd,
was an interview with
2015.
Chris Roberts, building galaxies in Star Citizen's expanding universe. With $74 million raised and a universe of promises,
Doesn't that hurt? 10 years ago, $74 million raised, and they were asking for what, 20 mil or something like that when it first started? Not even 20 mil. I don't even remember what they first asked for. I'm not going to look it up, but it wasn't that much. And here we are, 13 going on 14 years later at $1 billion when you count investments.
made to more than 3/4
Citizen Bob's pretty good too.
Some may wonder just how realistic Chris Roberts' vision for the all-encompassing but still unreleased space simulator Star Citizen is. Well, this was 10 years ago. We are now at almost $1 billion, according to Carl Jones. Do you worry that Star Citizen could become a Ponzi scheme, that you are taking money for things now that you promise to produce down the line, but never do? If the money stopped today, would you be able to get...
That hurts. This, like I said, you know, I've only been here for 3 years. I'm not an original backer. I know people that are original backers. I know people that have been here 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, a year. And a lot of the sentiments after the rose tinted glasses crack or the facade gets stripped away, however you want to word it, they feel that CIG is either straight lying to them, being disingenuous, giving them half truths. So this hurts. I feel this. Because I feel that way, and I've only been here a few years.
all of the things out that you promised? Absolutely, says Roberts, creator of Wing Commander and freelancer. I don't believe this. If money would stop now, there's no way that Chris could continue and finish Star Citizen. By the way, creator of Freelancer, don't forget that Microsoft bought Freelancer and that Microsoft had to remove Chris in order to finish the game Freelancer.
Yeah, Cosmic.
Chris Roberts, March 2015. Squadron 42 will be towards the end of the year.
Wow.
This means end of 2015. A reminder, first release date of Squadron 42 and Star Citizen was November 2014.
So if you want to be in the alpha and the beta for the game that
Angry Joe, God, this has not aged well for him and Star Citizen.
comes out, they're estimating hopefully to have it out by November 2014.
In 2025, we still don't have Squadron 42 and we still don't have 1.0 of Star Citizen. Then the company plans to spend 2016 filling out the rest of the Star system, finishing ships, finishing characters, basically going from 5 to 130 Star systems and adding more of the...
We don't even have those 5 yet, right? We have 2. They have 2, and they were saying in 2016 they have 5? Man, where are they?
functionality and features
Oh, let me guess. No spoilers, right? No spoilers.
on that we have and building out different roles. We are in 2025, we only have 2 star systems, and 1.0 will be a bare minimum product with just 5 star systems. And even 1.0 is not coming out anytime soon.
3 to 5 years.
Big thing, reminder, March 2015. By the end of this year, 2015, backers will have everything you originally pledged for, plus a lot more, Roberts says. But of course, our intention is that it's a much bigger, more expensive, huger game than I ever considered we could do. I'm really out of words. I still don't think Star Citizen is a scam, but Chris surely is a bullshitter. So there's no other way to put this.
I mean, he's right. Is it a scam? No, but yes, right? And okay. Is it a scam in the true sense of the word? No, because you paid money and there's a game or tech demo for you to play, right? So it's not a scam entirely, but the way I feel, right? This is my opinion, my feelings, right? I feel that it is a scam because they make promises they can't keep, right? And that's kind of my feeling behind it. So is it a true scam? No. Do they do some pretty scammy things to get your money? Yes. I don't know if you wanted to develop it indefinitely, but he definitely wanted to develop it for far longer than it actually went, which is why some people say it was underdeveloped, some people say it's overdeveloped. It's one of those weird things. Yeah, half truth. Yeah. Horribly managed. Yes, I would say it's horribly managed. And I feel like in the last couple of years, specifically, now that I've kind of gotten to know, like, I don't know them personally, but know through reputation and what they do at CIG, that a lot of people were replaced, it seems, with far more yes men than people that tell him, hey, you got to pump the brakes. We need to do X, Y, Z before we do this, right? Or we need to do ABC before we do, LMNOP, right? So there's that. And then a lot of these guys, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of the guys at CIG, they don't even have one game under their belt as released. Whereas, let's talk Todd Pappy here for a moment, right? Todd Pappy had, I think, Crisis 1 and 2, and he knew how CryEngine worked. So he's not there anymore. And I feel like that's when we started really seeing some things start to not make sense. Like, things didn't make sense before, but now they really don't make sense, right? Since the 2023 SitCon till now, like there's a lot of things that just, they don't add up the way they should, right? Case in point, the Galaxy being able to base build, right? He was on stage. He had the PowerPoint presentation. He went through the slides and said, this is what it's going to do and how it's going to build stuff. And then a year later, they're like, no, it's not really going to do that. And then everything went to shit, right?
10 years later, we still don't even have 10% of the stretch goals, and most likely will never have.
True cosmic.
Let's take a look at some of those stretch goals we were supposed to get at the end of 2015. Here.
Ouch.
November 2012, cockpit decorations. Turn your stock cockpit into your home with personalized decorations. Amaze your friends with bobbleheads, photographs, dinosaurs, fussy dice, nose art, posters, and many more.
I would love nose art.
Ship
Give me some
boarding,
World War II
learn
pinup
about
girls on the nose of my
how
Vanguard or something,
to
right?
conduct boarding operations. This was not in a game at the end of 2015. This is still not in a game in 2025. November 2012, all Kickstarter goals unlocked. All backers before October 29th, 2012 will start Star Citizen with a Class 1 repair bot in the game.
What does this even mean now? Like, what does this even mean now? Like seriously, what does that even mean? Then 500 additional credits. What do you even get that? What do you get for that? You can't even buy railgun ammo for that. You can't buy grenade launcher ammo for that, right? I think you can buy one magazine or a couple magazines of P4 AR or Karna rifle. Like that's all you're gonna get. Oh my god. Flight chairs, multiple monitors, track IR, MFD. The MFDs have been reworked so many times, and right now they look like Duplo blocks, right? They look like pastel Duplo blocks. If you don't know what those are the big Legos for like infants and toddlers. That's what they look like. Two base types: Vandal, Trading Post, and Smuggler Asteroids. Yeah, we got Grim Hex. We got Grim Hex. They had Levski, but they pulled it.
Alright. StarCitizen will feature an additional
destroyers.
Duck. Not in a game at the end of
Spy
2015, still not in a game in 2025. November 2012, StarCitizen will launch with 100 star systems. Nope, it won't. 1.0 will have just 5 star systems.
They're 95
maybe
short.
We are getting to 100 star systems in the next 40 years. I'm not even kidding.
TJ, what's up, man?
Just 5 star systems, and we might get a few more in the next decade. I know my people before someone
Jim,
writes,
you're right.
those 100 star systems had fixed landing zones. Yeah, that's exactly what Richard Tyre tried to sell us at CitizenCon 2024, but Richard Tyre was just gaslighting us.
And one of those goals was 100 star systems.
I don't know if you guys agree with me, but
Good evening, ladies
Canop, what's up, dude?
We are tonight's entertainment.
I don't know if you guys agree with me, but 2023 sitcom. So I did, 2022, 2023, 2022. I was still new to the game, and I was like, "Woo, yeah, hype." 2023, I was a little less hyped, but there are some things in there that I went, "Ooh." And none of it was that hard to implement in the game, right? There was a few of the things that I was like, that'd be pretty cool. It's not too hard to get in the game. I'd be down for that. What's up, squirrel? And I was like, cool. But I wasn't super hyped about 2023. 2024 sitcom hurt. Like it hurt. The fact that there was only 2 panels there that I went, that's cool. That's really cool. And none of it really has to do with like gameplay, right? Well, one of them does. The other one doesn't. Like one is just chat and chat UI and that's it. And chat functions and org functions, right? So does it impact the game? Yeah, I guess it does sort of, but it's a basic thing that most MMOs and online games have, and they still currently don't have. And then base building, but we'll get into that when we get into the fire that they've created.
But, and there is a but, the star systems of old are not the star systems of today. They were based on the privateer and freelancer model. They were unexplorable planets with an isolated and small landing zone and had automated landings.
Richard pretends the old star systems had planets that were not explorable with fixed landing zones and automated landing. This is not the truth, Richard. CitizenCon 2016 already showed Planetech V2 with landing everywhere. After CitizenCon 2016, CRG talked many times about 100 star systems, not just 5. So please, stick to the truth, Richard.
Yeah, it will absolutely happen. We have a star map with over 100 star systems, all with various stars of different types and sizes and stuff. So, and how many planets and moons do we have in the game here?
Just in Stanton's system, there's four planets. I'd have to look up to see moons off the top of my head, but three on Crusader. I think there's 3 on Hurston. Yeah, probably 8 to 10-ish.
And then 100 star systems beyond that.
It's a lot. Yeah.
If CRG is unable to give us 100
This was all
star
way
systems,
before
fine,
my time.
But Richard Tyra, stick to the truth. don't tell lies on stage. Thank you very much. July 2013, Star Citizen will feature a fourth landed option on Earth. Where will it be? London? Berlin? Well, it will be nowhere, not in a game in 2015, still not in a game in 2025. October
This is
2013,
harsh,
public
man. This is
transportation
harsh.
system. Need to get from one place to another, but don't have a starship. We are building a galactic transportation system. You can travel via transport from system to system in Star Citizen and even ship items, like a ship you need moved to another hangar. With
Are we going to use elevators to get there? Because we'll all die. This is terrible. Oh, God.
With such goal, we will expand the system, starliners, long-range transports, charter ships, and flyable shuttles. Not in a game in 2015, not in a game in 2025. By the way, those are just examples. It would take way too long.
Wow, look at this. Look at this. March 11th, 2013. Banu Merchantman unlocked. Wow.
To read all the
That's
stretch
harsh.
goals that are still not in the game
This is
in year
so harsh.
13. November 2013, enhanced capital ship systems. Lead a damage control team to fight fires and repair key systems during battle. CIG is getting close, but still not in the game in year 13. January 2014, Tamsa system and tanker system. Systems we most likely will never see in Star
Unusual
Citizen.
rectangular
February
planetary
2014,
system.
Kano system and UDS 2943-0122 system. Again, systems we will most likely never see in Star Citizen.
This is
Same for
craziness.
Cabal and
I've never gone through the Kickstarter this deep, right? I usually go like a page or 2, 3, right? And that's it. And it's usually because people want to argue with me that Squadron 42 was the original pledge, and that's not true. We all know it. It's not true. Get out of here, pumpkin. Yes, get your hug and then go. Go. I don't remember where my train of thought was. It's gone. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh well, it'll come back to me.
Journey, June 2014, engine tuning kit. Vikes and Federman Max Tune Kit has become one of the best-selling starter kits for the discerning home enthusiast. This kit comes with everything the fledgling engineer needs to take a deeper look into the mechanics of the engine. With a tab analyzer, you will be able to view your engine's current output and energy draw numbers in an easy and comprehensible way.
So they talk about this, but most of the time on a lot of these ships, you can't even access the engines. And some of those ships were designed after this. So what?
Of course, not in a game in 2015, not in a game in 2025, and most likely never will be.
Yeah, thank you, Canna. Squadron 42 was not the original Kickstarter. Star Citizen was the original Kickstarter. And yes, it has massively changed from the original Kickstarter, but it was
long remembered.
wow. What? Did you, Marcus? Thank you. Did you? I think you put too many nines in there. Damn. I don't even know what to say, but thank you, Marcus, very much, and I hope to see from you soon on the YouTube and the Twitch again. I've been missing you. Thanks. I really appreciate that.
August 24th.
I like, dude, that's crazy.
The BB-12 is a brand new manned maneuvering unit from Azure Sky Aero. The BB-12 is capable of EVA operations for
Should have worn my Star Citizen shirt today. Make Star Citizen great again.
September 2014, more detailed AI activities. We will add 10 distinct types of AI character roles on planet-side environments. This includes bartender, doctor, entertainer, nurse,
The bartender still doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm the BBC.
sanitation worker, security
I
guard,
appreciate you,
shopper,
Marcus.
tourist, vagrant, and vendor.
Bunker
We have
Buddy
some
Commander.
NPCs in the game, but they are all brain dead and not realistic at all. And most of those roles are still not in the game in year 13. October 2014.
We haven't even made it halfway through this video.
Research platform. She was not in the game at the end of 2015, and she's still not in the game in 2025. November 2014, Anvil Aerospace Crucible. I feel like a broken record, I'm really sorry. Crucible was not in the game at the end of 2015 and still not in the game.
All right, so here's the deal. We're going to finish this off, and then I'm going to, because this is taking a really long time, because, you know, we're all commenting on this at the same time, and that's fine. That's totally fine. So after this video, I'm going to go over the post. And if you have access to my Discord, go to the waiting room, and when I finish with the post and my thoughts on it, if you guys would like to, you know, have a couple of minutes speaking and get your thoughts out, I encourage that, and I welcome you to do so. I will set up sometime next week or the week after an actual sit down, like a round table, and we will discuss these changes and more in a more constructive and in-depth conversation. Okay, so there you go. So after this video, we're going to go to the Spectrum post.
Game in 2025. November 2014, Genesis class Starliner.
Still not in the game.
Nowhere to be seen in year 13.
But hey, we have the MISC. Oh, no. Go back. We have the MISC Reliant.
Hello, my name is
13. November 2014, pets. We have repair bots, we have fish, but we haven't implemented a traditional pet system in Star Citizen yet. At 64
How you
million,
doing, Grumpy?
That changes from Jones the Cat in Alien to the Battlestar Galactica Daggett. Pets.
Your ears must have been ringing because I was saying nice things about you earlier.
Have a place on board Starships.
Now that you're here, I gotta, you know, toughen up and fuck that guy.
Well, not in Star Citizen, not
Pets?
even in year 13. Star Citizen in year 13. We are still missing
Carl, this
basics,
yellow's
basic
killing
mechanics, some very basic physics. CHG throws lowest effort, tier 0's first iterations into the game and never works on them, never improves them. For example, refueling, hull bunching, cargo handling, where the machine...
This yellow's killing me, guys.
Anthony Surek talked about more than
I need my sunglasses.
years ago. Any missile launcher, trolleys, armor, etc.
If I have a big container ship and I pull into the port of LA here at Long Beach, there's a whole setup. There's longshoremen, big cranes, and there's service. And you know, the crew of the container ship don't actually unload the containers themselves. There's equipment that does it, and there's people that are paid to do
That's
that.
never going to happen.
In general, in sort of the bigger sort of
Chaos Squad, what up?
You would have that same kind of setup where you would have the ability to unload the bigger ships, unload the containers. I think so the answer is there will be services, but we'll
What's
also
up,
have
Captain Dirty? Congrats on those
ships
big
and
hits.
Equipment for unloading, cargo.
We are getting one lowest effort rework after the other. See recently Retaliator, where CHG
eyeballs.
did the bare minimum. Many rooms CHG didn't even touch. For example, Captain's Quarters. CHG has a long list of ships that are still in
Carl,
concept.
I need
and
to
a
send
long
you a
list of
message.
ships
This
that
is
needs
this
a
is
gold
painful,
standard,
dude.
But CHG doesn't even have a
I'm just
gold
gonna
standard
close my
yet
eyes
in
and
year
listen, 'cause
13.
this hurts.
Just the backlog of concept ships is more than 10 years long by now. CHG never has a plan, never has a concept, never thinks in advance, and never thinks things through. See, for example,
I can agree with the
SAS2
thinking
shields.
things through.
SAS2 shields had 4 shield faces, then CHG changed it to a bubble, then to front and rear shield faces, and now SAS2 shields are back to a bubble. I don't expect everything to be
it's not
perfect
gone away
from
yet.
the start. I don't expect every
I
first
suppose when my
iteration to
room
be
goes
perfect,
dark.
but I expect some thoughts put into game mechanics. Star Citizen had one of the worst UIs in history of gaming, and now in 3.83 we got the Iron Man movie
I agree
UI,
with him.
which is even worse.
I don't like the Iron
once
Man
again,
UI.
Cool thematic over functionality. We got the arcade, gamey, no fun master modes in 3.23, something Chris said he would never do. We have now the first iteration of static server meshing, but we still have a lot of lag, low FPS, and massive do things. Will dynamic server meshing fix this? I believe it when I see it working in the game with little lag and do things. Even basic things like elevators, getting into our personal hangars, spawning a ship, leaving our personal hangars, elevators, don't work reliably in year 13. CIG hasn't even finished the flight model and ship combat in year 13. This is unbelievable.
I could turn off the lights and this would like shine and light up my backyard right now.
We have boring and repetitive missions. For example, every bunker looks the same, every distribution center looks the same, just copy and paste it all over planets and moons. Same with outposts, just copy it all over the place. We have tedious time sinks on top of tedious time sinks. 30 minutes preparation and flying to
I can feel myself getting a tan right now.
More time sinks like loading our ships ourselves at outposts.
I can feel myself getting a tan right now.
Tractor beam. We still don't have Some ships cannot be loaded easily manually, for example, Carrack
No, ships cannot be manually loaded easily.
Pretty comprehensive design right now. No, they didn't. We are responsible for our ships and cargo, but we cannot even lock our ships in year 13. No keys, no biometric locks. We cannot throw our weapon in armistice zone, and we don't have police or security forces yet. Yeah, everyone who makes it onto the pilot seat has full control over our ships.
Basically, how can players protect themselves during this vulnerable time?
Yeah, I think the bigger question is, how are you going to protect your ship and your cargo that's being loaded and unloaded on your ship?
And it's funny that they bring that up, right? Like, right? He says that, right? And it was just 2 years later where Jack was trying to protect his cargo and he rammed two what are those things, Cuddy Blues, and they banned him for it. So, you know, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right?
Your ship and your cargo that's being loaded and unloaded on your ship.
Of course, this is not what CRG promised us.
For a ship owner, we do want you to have some level of control to say, okay, I'm hiring you on board.
Do any of these guys still work there anymore?
Crew, have them be another player or an NPC, and I'm going to give you access to the engineering station. I'm going to give you access to shield management, and you'll flag your crew for the different permissions that you
right,
want.
Grumpy?
That way, it'll be a
Grumpy,
bit
you know
trickier
Camerl. You need to tell him no full screen yellow again.
Try and get in and use it.
If somebody boards
like a little box in most of his videos, that's fine.
That's
but
the way it is right now. But if, eventually we're going to have much more of a security system concept.
You may not give them the permission to use the helm. They may have the permission to walk all around or use turrets or whatever.
I would love to have permission settings. That would be great.
CRG is using an old and obsolete engine with massive LED, culling and lighting issues. And no, calling it Star Engine doesn't change the fundamentals of CryEngine. CryEngine would have been alright for the November 2014 release, but now in 2025 it's not up for the task anymore. CRG cannot change the
It smells like highlighter in my room.
Easily add 3 to 4
smells like highlighter in my
we
room.
Have survival mechanics in spacegame that are way overdone, like dying of thirst in 3 hours, dying of hunger in 5 hours. We cannot even eat or drink with a helmet on, something NASA figured out 60 years ago.
Oof.
We will get personal hygiene, toilet gameplay, and
I'm not looking forward to toilet gameplay.
We have 2 out of 100 star systems in year 13. Over-promising, for example, Chris Citizen Talk 2016. 4.0 comes right after 3.3 at the beginning of 2018 with multiple new star systems.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not saying how many yet.
There we go. And then finally, 4.0.
Wow.
So this is which will be that'll be the first time we'll go beyond Stanton.
My eyes are like trying to refocus.
I'm not going to say how many stars.
Like went from bright to dark.
Tony Surak, 2017. We got a pretty comprehensive design right now regarding loading of ships. John Tracy, February 2020. Theaters of War in the hands of the backers. First half 2020. We are very much on track.
Camerl, I love you, but the yellow, you can't do this anymore. You can't do the yellow. Oh my God, my eyes are burning.
They are just doing their job. These are management problems of the top level. Stasis is poorly managed. CitizenCon 2023, Chris said.
Yellow net victory, exactly.
We moved a lot of devs from Squadron 42 to the PU. So far, we see nothing of it.
I'm going to have to get my eyes checked after this for sun damage.
And of course, Polygon interview, March 2nd, 2015.
That was a hard one. That was
this year, 2015.
Dude, Kamar, we got to talk to you about some stuff here, man.
Pledged for, plus a lot more. What was this, Chris? Why did you say this? I really would like to have a statement from Chris. I'm not saying Chris is a scammer. Chris just cannot manage such a very huge and very ambitious project. Thanks for watching. And
maybe if I was looking at my phone, it wouldn't be that bad. Thank you, Kamar. Oh, my eyeballs can rest now.
No. Hi, I'm Mark Hamill. Though starring in Wing Commander, I'm also featured on Mask of the Phantasm. Wow. Now, this can be yours for
Hey, it's Biff Tannen.
Oh, troublemaker. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that top. Look at that. That's real plastic, too. That is...
It looks like real hand.
What you do is you open it. Towards Billy Butler. You open it, and then you smell the plastic. Oh, that was a good week.
That's pretty good.
Very good week. Hey, if you got those plastic champagne.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, dear me. There you go, Tom. That's very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. This would be just fine. The way I drink.
Wow. Apparently he knew how good this movie was going to be. He knew ahead of time.
Thank you. That's very nice.
He knew what Wing Commander movie was going to be like. No, I know this is Wing Commander 3 or 4, but I'm just poking jokes.
Hey, you're still here.
All right, thanks, Kamar. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry, but that was Kamar. I love you to death, dude. But that was eyeball torture, right? That was eyeball. You could get terrorists to speak if you did that, right? Like if you had them look at that screen, you could get terrorists to speak. No. They tell you everything after 10 minutes of looking at that. They tell you everything. Everything. And I'm not even kidding, dude. I'm not even kidding. They would tell you everything in 10 minutes. Make it stop my eyes. And give them the, what was the name of that movie? Clockwork Orange. Give them the Clockwork Orange treatment. Just so they can't look away. For real, report for salt on my eyes. I'm now subbed to so much SC stuff that I get Wing Commander in my feed every day. Yeah. We'll have to give them the Clockwork Orange treatment, right? So, yeah, if you guys want to talk about this, you're more than welcome to join in the waiting room, and I'll pull you in. But before I add my my thoughts and opinions on this, I'm gonna read the whole thing, right? I'm gonna read the whole thing, and then I will share my Jim. I appreciate you, dude. I really do. And yes, I can't unsmell highlighter now. Like that. I feel like that's what we were doing, was just looking at highlighter all the whole time. That was I love you, Kamar, but that was terrible. Please don't ever do big yellow boxes like that again. The little ones in the corner, those are fine. But when I start smelling colors through my screen, like you went a little too far. Okay. And then the hard transition from yellow to white, that was really painful as well. I don't have that big of a monitor, right? We're talking a 28-inch monitor, but that was painful, dude. That was really, really, really painful. It was really painful. But still, I love you to death. Love you to death, but yeah, please let's not do that again, okay? Let's not do that again. Alrighty. Let's get into the what do you call it? The Spectrum post that set the Star Citizen world on fire, right? If you guys don't know, this is After 2 years or 3 years of talking about item recovery since I've been here, they are finally getting close to implementing it. And this is what CIG said. This is what Xylo from CIG said. All right, get ready. It's a long one. 4.1, first look at item recovery. As we prepare for the Evocati test phase of our upcoming 4.1 patch, we'd like to introduce the iterative release plan for item recovery, a long-awaited system that gives players more control over reclaiming their valuable gear after death. Okay, keep that in mind. Dude, 6 years? Oof. I've only known about it for 3, right? But thank you, Grumpy. At CitizenCon 2954, we shared our long-term design for crafting, insurance, item and ship recovery. Honestly, I should shut up. If you need a refresher, both presentations are available on YouTube and will be helpful watch before diving into this post. Here we go, blah, blah, blah. There's those things. Today, we want to provide a more detailed breakdown on some of the iterative releases that will start to bring these plans to life. The initial Tier 0, I thought we weren't doing that anymore. The initial Tier 0 rollout will be fairly basic compared to the full system, but it marks a crucial first step. As we shared at CitizenCon, the complete item recovery system will be far more robust and nuanced, making gear management a core gameplay element. You'll be able to secure the items that matter most while still allowing room for piracy and emergent gameplay. First step, Tier 0 implementation. With the initial rollout of item recovery in Alpha 4.1, internally referred to as Tier 0. Yeah, no, everything is Tier 0. You will respawn with the exact gear you had equipped at the time of death. Emphasis on the term equipped, as this is different than what you may have had in your inventory. This includes equipped weapons, armor, magazines, med pens, ensuring that your core loadout is retained. However, items stored in your inventory, such as your backpack or other containers, will remain on your corpse, making them available for looting or retrieval. While equipped items will also remain on your corpse too, they will not be interactable, preventing item duplication while still preserving the visual state of your character at the time of death. This approach helps mitigate item duplication issues in the initial implementation while laying the groundwork for future expansions of the systems in Tier 1 and Tier 2, which you can read more about below. Important notes: items stored in your inventory, example, items in your backpack, will not be protected and will remain on your corpse upon death, available to be looted, stolen by other players, or retrieved by you. Items such as magazines, med pens that you have equipped can still be looted from your corpse. However, you will also respawn with these items, as duplication concerns for these types of consumables are less concerning at this stage. Whew. All right, Tier 0 item recovery applies to all forms of respawning, whether in medbed, on a ship, or at your assigned landing zone. To ensure your weapon in active use is secured as an equipment item, it will automatically be stowed to your holster upon death. If you die within a landing zone, you will respawn with both of your equipped gear and your inventory, example, belongings in your backpack. This will also help avoid losing items of any kind should a death outside of your control happen, which happens. Scarred. With Tier 0, you will respawn with your previously equipped gear already attached to your character. Scenario example: while exploring, you loot a rifle and store it in your backpack. If you die, that rifle will remain on your corpse. On your corpse, available for others to loot, or for you to revisit your corpse and retrieve. However, the original rifle you had equipped to your character in hand or holstered at the time of death will be secured and respawn with you. Looking ahead, Tier 1 and Tier 2. While Tier 0 lays the groundwork and provides some assurance that your equipped items are not lost, we are already actively developing Tier 1 and Tier 2 implementations. These future updates will add more depth to the system, including a viable path for piracy. Okay. Tier 1 will introduce the ability to register your gear and ships at kiosks or ASOP terminals. Important note: Personal loadouts. Players can register their equipped items, which can be reclaimed for a fee at specific kiosks or freight elevators. Ships and interiors. Ships, along with their loadouts, decorations, locker contents, can also be registered. They can be reclaimed in the state they were previously registered at the ASOP terminal for a price. Looting and bricked items. Once an item is looted, it remains usable until the original owner reclaims it or marks it as stolen. At that point, a dead man switch is activated, meaning it will cease to function after a period of time. Okay, while a looted and or stolen bricked item is no longer usable, you can still sell the item for credits. Pledge items are auto-registered and will never lose their registration status. They can always be claimed back, even if they were not manually registered. With Tier 1, you will no longer respawn with your preserved gear already equipped. You will need to... I lost that for a second. You will need to visit a location such as your freight elevator to reclaim your registered items. We are developing a quality of life feature to allow you to re-equip your previous full loadout with one auto equip button at this location. Now, the move all button took what, 3 years? 2, 3, 4 years of development. So we're going to be stuck with tier 0 and 1 for a long time, it sounds like. Okay, I'll shut up. Additionally, with the implementation of Tier 1, our current plan is to remove the ability to backspace out of dangerous scenarios as a way to retain gear. That's important, okay? Tier 2, restoring bricked items and crafting integration. Tier 2 will introduce a way to restore previously bricked items for a price. Important notes, looting and bricked items. Once an item is looted, you will have the option to sell it, dismantle it for crafting material, or restore it with the potential cost of crafting materials and credits to make it your own. This system creates a viable path for piracy, allowing you to claim another player's belongings if you take the necessary steps to legitimize ownership. Okay? If an item had a cosmetic applied, restoring it will remove the cosmetic in process. The introduction of the item recovery is a significant step forward, making gear persistence more meaningful while maintaining the risk-reward balance of looting. Tier 0 and Alpha 4.1 is just the beginning. As we further integrate a broader crafting and insurance systems, we'll be actively refining and updating with the help of your feedback through the PTU process and beyond. We'll see you in the verse. Okay. As I said, if you would like to join, you may join and get in the waiting room. If you don't, that's fine. We're going to go, I'm going to give you my I will give you my thoughts, and we'll start back at the top and work our way down. Okay. So I'm not going to read chat. Okay. I'm not going to read chat for a moment. So if you guys have already said this, I'm sorry, but here's my feeling. This is a way that this does two things. This does two things. Number one, this makes the game pay to win. And number two, they are developing a feature inside of a game, right? Let me back that up. They are bending the store into the game, or they're bending the game around the store, right? That's what they're doing here. So you have a pay to win element, and they are bending the game to fit around the store. Okay. That's my biggest takeaway from all of this. Okay. Pay to win, bending the game around the store. I am not a fan of either of these. I'll pay for cosmetics in games if I like them enough. I'll pay for, a battle pass or a jump on the battle pass if I enjoy the game enough, right? But I don't do that in every game. Okay. I have to really, really, really like the game in order for me to get a battle pass or buy a cosmetic thing or whatever, right? DLC, I'm a little conflicted with, because sometimes the DLCs are worth it and sometimes they're just garbage, right? But this is a pay to win mechanic that they're bringing this into this game. Okay, I don't really care what anybody says. They are making this pay to win. So here's my thoughts on that. Walker, why not, if you want to make this an item recovery, why not just when you buy armor, right, from the pledge store, or a gun from the pledge store, why not just give unlock the cosmetic code and you can apply it to whatever gun or armor of the same type, right? Right? But here's the thing, all right, when it comes to where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't remember where it was, but pledge items are always registered. You don't have to pay for it. So you may have to pay to claim it, but they weren't too specific on that. But your pledge gear stuff, you won't have to pay to have it equipped. You won't have to make that extra or not equipped to register it. There it is. Pledge items are auto registered and will never lose their registration. They can always be claimed back, even if they were not manually registered. So that kind of gives you a leg up. So, yeah. They didn't say in this post if you're going to have to pay to get them back. I would assume not. So that makes it pay to win, right? You're not having to go through 2 extra steps to get that stuff back. That's if you don't have to pay to have it reclaimed or redelivered to you, right? So it does make it pay to win. All right, here's some other problems that I have, right? Let's start with the most basic, okay? Number one, since I can no longer loot you, right? If I can no longer loot you until tier 1 comes out, what is the point of me even negotiating with you? Right? I stop you in your ship, or I got you dead to rights on the ground somewhere in FPS. Why should I have to negotiate with you or steal anything from you? I can't loot off of you, so why not just murder hobo you, right? This is going to increase murder hoboing across the entire game. If nobody can loot, then there is no point in me negotiating with you. There's no point in me taking your gear. There's not even a point. Once I make X amount of money, there's no point in me taking your cargo either, right? This is going to rapidly increase the amount of murder hoboing across the entire game, and everybody that was advocating for this change, right? The Care Bears, the PvPers, or not the PvPers, the Bobs. Good night.
Hello.
Out.
Okay, good night, Dad.
It's going to increase exponentially, and people are just going to bitch more, make more reports. And whatnot. One of my favorite parts about pirating is sometimes I caught somebody in their subscriber gear or pledge gear, and I was like, woo, this is awesome. I should be able to. No, it doesn't. The only thing, okay. So here's the thing. Tier zero is a shortcut, right? When you die, you'll just respawn with all your stuff. Okay, fine. That cuts down the time. But when they go back to tier 1 and tier 2, right, you're going right back to the old system that we currently have. It's going to take just as long for you to get ready again. You go to your, you die, you have to leave the med bay, go down to your hangar, or go to an item kiosk, push the button to get your gear back, put it all back on, and then go, right? It's going to take just as long once tier 1 and tier 2 come out. Tier 0, no, you're right. I kill you, you're going to be right back in the game in 5 minutes. All you got to wait for is for your ship to claim. That's it. Unless you have an extra ship, then you can just get into X ship and come fly back out there and come see me, right? So here's the other thing too. This ruins contested zones, right? This ruins contested zones. Nobody will die and lose their stuff. Nobody will die and lose their stuff. So what you're going to see happening is everybody's going to be going in the heaviest armor, right? Grenade launcher, FS9, what is that? The F55, all of that sort of stuff. Nobody's going to go in with pistols. Nobody's going to go in with ARs. Good luck getting anything done in the contested zones while you're getting ragdolled all over the place. Good luck. Have fun with that. Seriously, have fun with that. It's not going to be fun. And then on top of that, people are going to park their little medical Pisces or all the way up to a Polaris outside the maintenance area. They're going to get killed. They're going to turn around and in less than 2 minutes be right back into the contested zone, shooting you in the back with a grenade launcher again. So you're like, contested zones, they're done and over with. Also, let's say I do want to pirate you, right? I'm going to pirate you, and I'm going to be taking over your Polaris for its torpedoes and or cargo. I'm going to be taking over your Carrack for your possible cargo that you have inside. Now, if specific ships, not all ships, specific ships, it's going to make it all but impossible to actually board your ship and deal with you. Why? Because I'm going to kill you, and you're going to immediately respawn with all your shit on, all your armor, your grenade launcher, your FS9, and you're going to come right back down the hallway and shoot me in the back while I'm trying to take over your Carrack. So once again, why even bother taking over? Like, if I see a Carrack now, I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm not going to even take its cargo. I'm just going to blow it up. Why? You're going to get everything back anyways. Oh, but you lost the, you lost your, no, you'll have ammo. You'll have ammo. If it's equipped to you, you'll have ammo. You won't have the ammo in your backpack, but if you put it on your belt, it'll be in there. Plus you get 1 magazine. Right? So even if you got 1 magazine of grenade armor, no, you don't. No, you don't. Right here. Items stored in your inventory, example, in your backpack, will not be protected. Items such as magazines, med pens that you have equipped can still be looted from your corpse. However, it will also respawn with these items, as duplications concerns for these types of consumables are less concerning at this stage. Right? So, yeah. It, like, this dumbifies the game down so much. There is no risk. There is no reward. There's no fun. And here's the other thing too. Like, let's go further on down the line, right? Let's say, actually, let's not yet. Let's not. So all of this stuff that they're doing with the tier 0, why is there any reason to play this game? Depending on your work schedule and your family life, why is there any reason to play this game after 2 weeks to a month? Right? Why? Why? Why is there a reason? Because if you already have the sub gear, or you already pledged pledged for it and you have your grenade launchers and your Morzov heavy armor, right? What more do you need? You're just buying ammo at that point. It doesn't matter how many times you die. You don't need to loot anything. You don't need to do bunkers to loot and have extra armor at X station that you made your home out of to stock up your ship, right? You just die and you respawn with everything again. You're just buying extra ammo. You make X amount of money and you've bought the ships that you want to do the gameplay that you want to do. Then what? What's the reason? What's the reason to play? There is no reason to play. So the fall off is going to just bottom out. On top of that, what little player economy we have is now gone. It's now gone. So all those people that, you know, you see in global chat, on Reddit, in Spectrum that are like, hey, I have 12 railguns that I want to sell. Hey, X event is coming up. I have X grenade launchers to sell. That's gone, because once you have one, you have it forever. You're never going to lose it. Like, the only way you're going to lose it is if you set it down and walk away from it, right? That's the only way you will lose it. There's literally no reason to play after 2 weeks to a month now until tier 1 comes into effect, right? But like, so once again, like, I would have no problem, before I move on to tier 1 and tier 2, I would have no problem if item reclaiming was for pledge items only, right? And you had to wait hours to reclaim it. No fee, no extra credits, but hours, right? 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that, right? And that's it. If you bought a gun in game, like, too bad, you lost it. It's gone. We don't have many time sinks in this, or money sinks in this game anyways. We have plenty of time sinks. We don't have any money sinks in this game anyways, right? So buying guns from other players, bunker running has, you know, a way to restock your guns, your armor, even ammo, cruise lux, right? There's a reason. But now that you can just equip it to you and you're fine, like that, no, it's over. It's over. There's no reason, right? There's no reason for it. So the economy, dead. Gameplay, dead. Piracy, for the most part, kind of over, because as I said, once they make X amount of money, there's nothing left to do, and it's just going to turn into murder hoboing anyways. Like, there's some good and there's some bad with this. The one good thing I will say is you will see more people PvPing. You will see more rare kits out that you haven't seen before, right? Like for me, I haven't seen stuff that was pledged back in 2018 or 2019 or 2020, right? Nobody brings that stuff out, so it'll be cool to see it. It just sucks that I won't be able to take it, right? I won't be able to take it, so it's not really like fun for me. It's cool to look at, but it's not really fun for me. Did I say the player economy? What little player economy we have? Dead. Contested zones, dead, right? JT will be ridiculous. Like if they do Jump Town anytime soon, that'll just be ridiculous. Like it'll be just nothing but grenade launchers going back and forth across JT. Like it's over. Like, and I agree with Marcus. No economy, no piracy. The flight model is boring as hell. There's literally no reason to play the game in 4.1. There's like no reason whatsoever, which is honestly kind of sad, because I was kind of getting into it a little bit, but you know, it's over, right? You're all right. So now let's go to tier 1. Tier 1. It gets better. It gets better, but it's still not fixed, right? registering your pre-equipped or your equipped items and get them reclaimed. Okay, fine, I guess. I don't agree with it. If it was pledged items, right, I would agree with that. You know, your Star Kitty helmet or whatever, like if you bought that on the pledge store and somebody killed you and took it, okay, fine. Go back, reclaim it. It takes an hour or 2 hours, and then you get all your stuff back, right? Okay, I would be fine with that. I would be fine with that. Okay, I really would. Even if it was 15 minutes, right? All right, Chaos, you have a good one. I would be fine with that. Ship interiors, ship loadouts, decorations, content, locker contents can also be registered. I mean, so here's the thing. If ship insurance was a glitch the last time they had it out there, then why bring it back, right? You were paying for it then too. Why are you paying? Like, why? Okay, whatever. Okay, fine. I still don't agree with it. If it was pledged items, that would be one thing. Or even, like I said, or even if the pledge items were a cosmetic code and say your Star Kitty helmet got blown up with you in it, you could take that code and apply it to another helmet type. So let's say, I don't remember what it is, but let's say the Star Kitty helmet is a medium helmet. You could buy another medium helmet and apply the Star Kitty cosmetic to it, and voila, you have your Star Kitty thing back. Cool. Awesome. I would be fine with that. I would be totally fine with that. But if that gets me into the looting and bricked items, but if I steal it from you, I should be able to keep it. I shouldn't be able to reclaim it. I shouldn't be able to put insurance on it. But if I steal it from you, I should be able to keep that as a trophy, right? If I want to put that on the, obviously it won't stay, it'll tumble off. But if I wanted to put that on the dashboard of my Cuddy Blue, right? Well, there's no dashboard on that. If I wanted to put that on the dashboard of my Mantis, right? No, there's not one there either. Okay, if I wanted to put it on the dashboard of my Freelancer, right, or my Star Lancer, then I should be able to put it there. And if it blows up, it blows up. I can't get it back, right? I can't get it back. Okay, looting and bricked items. Once an item is looted, it remains usable until the original owner reclaims it or marks it as stolen. At that point, a dead man switch is activated, meaning it will cease to function after a period of time. So does that mean if I steal somebody's, you know, what is it, Red Alert gear, and I'm wearing it, and I'm in the middle of a pitched battle on Daymar near Brios, or one of the I can't remember, I don't know them all by heart yet, but I'm at one of the POIs over in Pyro, right? And I'm in the middle of a firefight and my time runs out. Does that mean I'm going to be standing there naked with no helmet and no gun while people shoot at me and I'm dying from lack of oxygen? Like how does that work? How does that work? Because I really don't want to be in the middle of a gunfight and all my items just fly off of me and I can't use them because somebody activated the dead man switch and my time ran out. Like, how is that really going to work? Because, you know, once again, I don't have enough faith in the devs at Star Citizen to put a timer on there and let me know that in 2 days, 4 hours, 38 minutes, and 14 seconds, the loot that I took off of Cosmic is going to not work, right? No, I'll be, like I said, I'll be in the middle of a fight somewhere, and all of a sudden my stuff will just poop, gone. It's gone. And I can't use it, and I'm now dying. Like, I don't understand this. I think it's a dumb idea. I think it's really dumb. And it's going to cause a bigger problem than what it's going to solve. Pledge items are auto-registered. They never lose their registration status. So once again, if this was about pledge items, I wouldn't be as concerned. And as long as there was some sort of timer on how fast you could reclaim these items, I would not have a problem with this. But if it's, I just went down to the Hurston bunker and I grabbed some Artemix armor off of, you know, one of the elite guards, and I register it and I just get to keep it forever, and I just constantly pay to get it back. Like, once again, this gives me no incentive to go out and get more loot, right? Depending on how long their timer is, if they have a timer, there's no reason to have this, right? There's no reason to go out and loot more. You get your one cool thing, why go out and loot more? If there's a time limit, I get it, right? So if it takes me 2 hours to reclaim my elite Armatrix armor, right, then yes, I would need to have backups. But at what point do you just stop looting because you have all the armor that you need, all the weapons that you need? You're just registering them and paying the insurance, right? At what point does it be like ships? I understand, right? Because we all pledged for these ships. I get it. But this is dumb. They're saying, Indrid, they're saying that is unintended and it will be fixed with the next patch. So hopefully that gets fixed soon, and that's not actually, they stick to it and it's not an intended thing. But if they keep it in, I will be very upset. Fine. I tier 1, you will no longer respawn with your preserved gear already equipped. This, yes, thank you. Please don't do this. I think it's really bad for tier 0. This is not much better, but hey, it's hey, I guess it's something, I guess, right? Looting and bricked items. Once an item is looted, you'll have the option to sell it, dismantle it, or make crafting materials out of it, or restore it with the potential cost of crafting materials and credits. Make it your own. The system creates a viable path for piracy by allowing you to claim other players' belongings if you take the necessary steps to legitimize your ownership. If it had a cosmetic applied, restoring it will remove the cosmetic in the process. Then why do I have... Then why would I take it, right? Because once again, if I take somebody's sub gear or pledged gear, why would I take it? It's going to lose the cosmetic in the process. Why? I've already mentioned several times that if you bought armor, fine, you should be able to get it back somehow. But going around the game and looting stuff and putting insurance on them and then being able to get it back whenever the hell you want for a little bit of money, yeah, it's probably going to cost 20K to get your stuff back. But once you've played the game for a couple of days, 20K that's chump change. That's lunch money, right? That's lunch money. I have no problem with the pledge gear. I've said that multiple times. I have no problem with the pledge gear whatsoever. But you can't do this with every item in the game. I do have a problem with pledge gear being able to come right back to you. I think you should have to reapply the cosmetic to another item that you bought. Okay? Like, if you all think you bought it, you should get it back, but not make everything insurable. No. I don't think everything should be insurable. Ships, yes. Armor, no. And how does this play into crafting? So let's say crafting does come out and we get multiple statistics or multiple variations of armor where they do different things. This one has, say this Armatrix armor that I picked up has 5% bonus or 10% or 15% bonus against energy weapons, and this one has 10 or 15% bonus against ballistic weapons, but your pledge item don't have it. What does it matter? No, they're trying to make this pay to win. That's what they're doing. They fucked up 10 years ago by selling armor and they fucked up 10 years ago by selling armor and guns. And now you get for one whole patch cycle, actually, I shouldn't say one whole patch cycle, you might get 2 or 3 years where before we get a tier 1, and everything that we do has no consequence, right? And you just get it right back when you die, right? There's no point. There's literally no point anymore, right? So if you're a miner, like, you're going to make X amount of money, you're going to buy the mining ships that you need, and then what? What's your reasoning to go do bunkers? Ship armor. They've been talking about 7 years. 7 years. It took 6 years to get a move all button. It took 6 years to get pyro. We're still waiting on the C1 ES, right? That was 2 years ago, going on 3. We're still waiting on the Zeus MR. That was a year ago, right? I could go on and on and on and on. We are waiting for the other half of EVA 2.0. Still not here. That was 4 years ago. Still waiting on it. Right? I have lost so much confidence with Star Citizen, with CIG devs, like actually doing stuff in a timely manner. I'd like a search function in the website hangar thing. That would be nice. I would like a search function in the inventory, right? Yeah, mag boots. It's like Diablo, but 9,000% worse with like 3K less items. You're just grinding for tier 0 to tier 4 armor. Yeah, well, you're correct, Marcus, but it's not the armor that we were promised, right? Or that we pledged for, correct? So I think entirely that this is going to do more damage to the game than good, right? That's what I meant. Knickknacks should have like a search. It should have a search bar in it. And it should actually work. It should tell you exactly where it is and not half-ass it like it currently does. But then they would have to fix a lot more. I was really hoping that, stack all would be amazing. When they first talked about item recovery, I really, really thought it would only be for pledge items and subscriber flare. That's what I thought. And I thought it would be similar to how our ships work, where, okay, I lost my red alert thing. I lost Star Kitty this. I lost, whatever pledge items. I don't know what they are because there's hundreds of them. I lost it, right? I died, I lost it, or the game crashed and I lost it. And I go to a kiosk, an item recovery kiosk, and I push a button and I go, oh, okay, my red alert stuff is destroyed. I click claim and I wait 15 to 20 minutes and that stuff reappears back into my inventory. I'm fine with that. Or I would be more fine with this stuff got destroyed. I claim it. But what I get is the paint or the skin for it. And if I have a P4 and I have the red alert for the P4, I just smush it on there. But it still takes time for me to get that back, right? Still takes 15, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever they set it up to be, right? It still takes time to get that back. The other thing that I was really hoping for is that if I steal somebody's thing, I will get some of that stuff, right? Like, I get it and I get to keep it. And if I want to use it, I can use it. But if I lose it, I can't just claim it again, right? So if I have somebody's crazy green and black glowy. I've seen them before. The big round teddy bear heads that are green and black. They're sub flare or pledge stuff. I don't remember which one they are. If I have that and I wear it, cool. I got it from whatever person had it on them. They get it back. I get to keep mine. But if I die with it on, or if I set it in my ship and my ship explodes, I don't get to reclaim that back. Right? I hope that's what my hope was, but apparently we don't get that. We don't get that at all. And yeah, it's funny because Pagan and a few other guys were telling me that in 2001, right? In 2001, your inventory was entirely global, so it spanned the entire Stanton system. And if you died, you got everything back but the gun in your hand. But you could go to your corpse and pick up your gun. So we kind of are going back to 2001. It's really weird that they're doing it this way. We're going back to 2001. It doesn't make sense to me at all. I wasn't there for 2001, but as I said, Pagan and a few of his other community members were telling me about how it used to be. You know, you could go anywhere and open up your inventory, and it didn't matter if you were on Orison and you bought a gun on Orison and then you flew all the way to New Babbage and you were like, oh shit, I forgot my gun. You could just hit I, and the gun that you bought in Orison is in this global inventory or this system-wide inventory, and you could just put it on yourself and move on, right? That's crazy, right? That's, to me, that's crazy. And then, like I said, if you died, it didn't matter. You respawned and you had all your stuff back on you. I've heard that rumor too, and it makes it weird because why are we going through all the trouble of unloading and reloading ships for the sake of realism, but they're going to magically connect all the warehouses? Like, that blows my mind. How do we go from space magic inventory to it's not real if you're not moving all your boxes on your own, so move all the boxes? Like, it blows my mind. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. I just, like I said, I'm gonna, what time is it? I'm probably gonna end it here. No, you're right, Canop. And Marcus, I miss it too. I miss being able to just fly just inside the light barrier of a station and unload my ship, right? I miss having an actual ship inventory that isn't the size of like a cupboard where I could put more than one piece of armor in there. Like, it's annoying. Like my C8 medical Pisces I used to be able to throw like 4 or 5 things of armor, a couple of guns, and yeah, fly around with that and unload it into a space station. I can hold like 1 core armor and a handful of med pens and a med gun, and that's it. It's full. It's completely full. And if I want to carry more, I have to bring a 1 SCU box with me. So it's really weird. Like, there's some things that I like about this game, and then there's other things that's just like, what? Like, yeah, I don't know. I bet Sandy and her lover sit in the kitchen waiting on Roberts to decide what kind of eggs he wants. Is that before or after she chokes him? Yeah. So like I said, I'm going to probably end this shortly. I really feel that master modes and this new item recovery is a severe symptom of the right hand not talking to the left hand, right? Mr. Reed, thanks, man. Or Blaze. I'm not sure what to damn call you. So, Blazery. Yeah, something like that. I wouldn't doubt it, Walker. I really would not doubt that. I also think 317 was peak citizen. I'll take that back. 317 for me was peak stability in Star Citizen. Peak Star Citizen for me was about 319.2 until about 320, 321. And then it kind of started to go downhill for me after that. Did I find some fun after those patches? Yes, for a while. But you got to remember, during 319 through 321 was the height of the drug wars. It was the height of the ERT drug wars. It was the height of salvaging and salvaging piracy. It was like, you had more money going through the system than ever before, and people were taking risks right, left, and center. Like, it was amazing. And I don't mean just pirates and salvagers. I mean everybody. Everybody had more money than they knew what to do with, so they were going out and they were doing some of the most incredibly stupid and fun things I have ever seen done in Star Citizen, right? That was when you had peak player events, player run events, peak piracy things, peak org versus org wars. You had anything that you could do in Star Citizen during that time frame was being done. Also, there was only, after 320, there was only one wipe. Like one wipe, maybe two wipes. And that was it. But you could go right back out there and make ass loads of money all over again. And it, like I said, that was when, for me, that was peak Star Citizen, because like I said, you had some of the best org wars going on. You had some of the best pirating going on. You had the Care Bears and Bobs going and doing ERTs and running drugs, and they were experiencing like how crazy it was a lot of shit. How crazy the fun was back then, right? And like I said, content creators were doing all kinds of different things back then, and now it's right back to, in my opinion, the 317 era of content creation. News, leaks, upcoming patch, ship review, and that's it. Like, we're right back to all of that. And to me, I really think because 318 was a disaster, half of 319 was a disaster. So 319 1 and beyond, all the way up to 320, maybe even 322, is when you had the best Star Citizen stuff going on, right? The drug wars, the ERT drug wars, the salvaging wars, the salvaging piracy, like all of that was just, and like content creation. People were doing some of the most absurd things because they had so much money. It didn't matter. It really did not matter. Gurney bed deaths. Oh my God. Medbed deathbed in the space terminals was amazing. Amazing. It was absolutely amazing. But anytime, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Do the gurneys still kill you? Like the med beds, if you grab a hold of them, do they still kill you? Yes. Oh yeah. When you could use the tractor beams in the stations, oh my God, we were having me, Marcus, and Canop were having medbed deathbed wars in near the ASOP terminals. Some people would get really, really mad, and other people were having fun with it because they'd be like, "Oh shit, I just got killed by a medbed. How'd you guys do that? Tractor beams." And then they'd come back with tractor beams. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Yeah, rescue beacons are off now. They completely disabled them for the time being. And right now, Marcus, if you have somebody, like, you can't even put somebody in your ship that's not on your party. They get insta-yeeted out of your ship. Like, It's terrible. Cannot. I remember one of the first times I watched you stream, I think it was, you were streaming Star Citizen and you were putting, you had filled up your Carrack with like 500,000 hot dogs and you were trying to crash a server. And I don't remember if it worked or not. And then after that, you were, I think, at Everest Harbor and you made a trail of hot dogs. That was pretty funny. That was still funny. Yeah, I'm going to go too. I got some things I got to take care of. I would love to sit here and talk about peak Star Citizen and Star Citizen nostalgia forever and ever and ever. But I can't. I gotta take care of some kiddo schoolwork and stuff like that. But it was a blast hanging out with you guys. I really appreciate you being here. You know, I hope they can get this item recovery thing worked out and fixed, and hopefully, you know, we can have a game out of this. You know, I'm not asking for Tarkov like insurance system, but something along those lines I think would make it a lot more palatable to have a risk versus reward, especially when it comes to wearing your gear. But anyways, thank you. You guys all have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. So long. Thanks for all the fish, and I will see you guys Monday or Tuesday. All right. You guys have a good one. Later.